Warm greetings. I am Dr.S.Grahalakshmi, Assistant Professor of Commerce working in the Standard 5X Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivahasi. And today in this video we are going to throw light on the meaning, significance and principles of vouching in auditing. What is vouching? Vouching is actually the whole process of analyzing the genuineness, that is the accuracy of the vouchers being used in the business. The voucher is a documentary proof that authenticates the transactions, that authenticates every business transactions. What do you mean by authentication? Authentication is nothing but each and every transaction that is being carried on in the business is actual, genuine. So the genuineness of the business transaction is proved while the authentication is proved by the auditor. And what is vouching? As per the definition given by Irish, the definition for vouching goes like this, that is vouching is actually analyzing, that is vouching is inspecting the documentary evidences that supports and substantiates the business transactions. Vouching is nothing but it is the inspection that ensures the accuracy and reliability of each and every business transactions. During this process of vouching, the transaction, that is each and every transaction is being thoroughly verified with the documentary evidence called vouchers and also with the corresponding authorities to check the genuineness. And the vouching, it validates each and every transaction that is being entered in the books of accounts. So vouching, the significance of vouching. Now, vouching is the backbone of auditing. The primary goal of auditing is to detect errors and frauds in order to prove the truth and fairness of the results presented by the income statement and balance sheet. Vouching is simply a method of detecting errors and deliberate frauds. As a result, vouching is the foundation of auditing, and vouching is the essence of auditing. Auditing not only verifies the accuracy of books of accounts, but also it checks whether or not the transactions are related to the business. All transactions are performed with relevant authority and the transactions are real. All of these facts are discoverable through the use of vouching. As a result, vouching is essential and it is required for auditing. Vouching is important to see whether the evidence is correct or not. An auditor examines the books of accounts to detect frauds and errors. While presenting duplicate errors, there may be possibilities for committing frauds. With the help of vouching, all type of frauds, whether it's small or large, can be detected. Now we shall move on to the principles of vouching. Arranged vouchers. First and foremost, the auditor should ensure that all of the vouchers provided by the client are properly arranged and whether they are listed in the same order as the entries in the books or not. Next, checking of date. The auditor, while vouching, he should compare the date on the voucher and the date given in the cash book and compare the words and figures. The auditor should ensure that the amount written is consecutively numbered and all vouchers must be properly filed. He should also ensure whether the figures in words and figures in numbers are same. Verification of authority. The auditor should ensure that all the vouchers are signed by the authorized officers. If the voucher is passed by an unauthorized person, it will not be valid. Cutting or change. Any cut or change in the receipts of vouchers must be signed by the authorized officer, and then the transaction must relate to business. The auditor must carefully examine the entries to ensure whether they are related to the business or not. Case of personal voucher. The auditor should not accept any voucher in the auditor's personal name. There is a possibility that the officer purchased an item for his personal capacity or for his personal use. Checking of account head. The head of accountant on whom cash is deposited and drawn must satisfy the auditor. In this regard, he should look over the documentary evidence at first. Revenue stamp. Auditor should also check whether the voucher has the revenue stamp or not, the required revenue stamp or not. Important note. The auditor should make some important notes about the transaction that require additional evidence for explanation. Payment. The auditor should determine whether the payment is described partially or completely for the sale transaction, for every sales transaction. Agreement. Agreement provide with basic information to the auditors, and the auditor should go over the agreements, each and every correspondence and other pertinent documents in the business. Printed vouchers, only printed vouchers are legitimate and it will be legally acceptable. These are useless if they are not printed. List of missing vouchers. The auditor should also compile a list of missing vouchers. The list will help, it will facilitate the auditor to detect frauds and errors. And to conclude, vouching helps to prevent financial statements from being inaccurate, misstated or omitted by confirming the accuracy and completeness of financial records. Thus, vouching has a profound impact on business operations, stakeholder trust and overall the financial health of the organization by understanding its role in the financial security. Thank you. Hope the video will be useful to you. Thank you.